Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Interleague. And I'm not sure, Malden Catholic, I'm not sure what league. Well, I think Malden Catholic went independent this year. I don't think they're playing in the Catholic League. Taking on St. Mary's from the Catholic Central League. I think it's Liam Barrett in net. For Malden Catholic. Nicholas Pappas in net for St. Mary's. Now we're underway. Malden Catholic in the white, and it's going to be virtually impossible to pick up the Malden Catholic numbers unless they're sitting right in my lap, because they have got the white with the very light gold numbers on the back. They don't show up at all. So we'll do the best we can. St. Mary's lost it out of play. O'Brien knocked it down. We got bodies going down, everybody on top of each other going down. They call it against Malden Catholic. I think it was Bon Hayden. St. Mary's gets the kick. George got his head on it, and all he could do was just nudge it to the net. And Barrett made the save. Playing for Malden Catholic, Barrett is from Peabody. They've got Daniel Bosquet from Peabody, and they've got Gennaro Giardulo from Saugus. A little bit of a hike to go to school. Especially Peabody. Malden Catholic is 4-10. St. Mary's 12-1-2. They're undefeated in 14 in a row. Their loss came in the first game of the Lynn City tournament to Lynn Tech. St. Mary's takes it away. And they knock it deep, and they're going to call George offside. He was breaking, was going to go in alone, and they blew the whistle for offside. So Malden Catholic will kick it away. The Lancers of Malden Catholic against the Spartans of St. Mary's. Conley knocked it away. They get it to O'Brien. In the middle to Thongstafong. Pushing it up. Still in control. Still with it. Trying to throw it in front. Cleared away by Malden Catholic. And they're coming back the other way. Down the far side. And it went out off Malden Catholic. St. Mary's comes away with it. They pop it up, looking for George. Malden Catholic gets there first and knocks it out of play. St. Mary's will get the throw in. And trying to center it. Blocked by Malden Catholic. And St. Mary's takes it back. They tip it in. Walking in with a break. Big time save. Barrett with a tremendous save. They sent I'm looking to get the number. I thought it was Conley, but it may not have been. Slips through. Malden Catholic clears it away. It was Conley. Conley now tips it high over the net and out of play. They get a nice pass. Conley walked in alone, and Barrett just came out and smothered it. Back to Mackey. They knock it too deep. They're looking to send Conley again. Down the near side. And it's chilly out there. We've got Thongstafong was the one last game wearing gloves. Now it's Thongstafong and De Oliveira and Niccolo. I think Mackey has them on too. And O'Brien. Thongstafong drops it back. Gets it back, pumps it up. Trying to slide it in front. Shot by Lopez. He came out of nowhere to get that ball and drilled it. They knock it deep. Pappas is going to come out of the net and play it. And he throws it upfield to O'Brien. Thongstafong knocks it deep, looking for Conley, breaking. Trying to throw it in front, too far ahead. George is breaking to the net, and the pass just went just slightly too far ahead. And Barrett comes out, grabs it, and holds on. He'll kick it away. High, booming kick past midfield. Headed away by LeBrun. They try to pass it to the far side. They threw it behind George. Malden Catholic clears it out. And they carry it down the far side. And they slipped and fell, and English took it away. Thongstafong has it taken away. And Perez took it back. Lead pass down the far side. And we got a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. They're going to give the Lancers a free kick. George with it broken up nicely by the defense. And Malden Catholic coming back the other way. Backtracking. St. Mary's took it away. All the way back to Mackey. To the near side to O'Brien. Back to Perez. Trying to knock it deep. Trying to send Conley in again down the near side. Defense broke it up. St. Mary's picks the pass off. And the pass, they were breaking inside. The pass went outside. Malden Catholic knocked it out. in the middle to Perez. Lead for Conley, they call him offside. Can't get by O'Brien. Breaks it up, takes it away. Mackey knocks it upfield. St. Mary's broken up, but Malden Catholic got it back. Trying to walk in, they take the shot. Pappas makes the save. Good bid, I think that was Luca Powers with the shot. St. Mary's just kept it in. Songs to phone. They knock it deep to George. Conley. And they call Conley offside. He passed it back to George and he was out in front and didn't come back. George throws it to the far side. Malden Catholic breaks it up and takes it away and clears it away. O'Brien was there. The ball popped loose. He was able to get there first and clear it away. O'Brien got a head on it. Oh, excuse me, that was Mackey. Got a head on it. That's O'Brien clearing it away. Mackey again. Got a foot on it. And there's Mackey again, taking it away. They knock it deep. It's a foot race. Malden Catholic got there first and knocked it away. No lack of effort for Mackey. He went about 50 yards upfield and then full tilt trying to get to the ball first. And Malden Catholic just got there and knocked it away. Good effort by Connor Mackey. Out in front, it just got tipped. Went off somebody. It might have been a Lancer player, but off somebody and just laid out in front, and Barrett went and grabbed it. Long pass, nobody there. To the near side. Conley with a burst of speed trying to get around, trying to throw it in front. It slipped past. Barrett got a piece of it. It slipped off, and there were two people standing out in front of the net, and luckily for Malden Catholic, it slipped right by both of them. Longs the phone, gets around, throws it in front. George scores. Thongstafong did a great job getting around a couple and just fired it right in the middle, and George bearing down. Barrett had no chance. He just came barreling down the middle, and George got a piece.
His first name's Alou.
Big time play by Thongstafong coming down the near side, beat a couple of defenders, stayed with it, made a great pass right to a cutting George. He was flying down the middle of the field, and right, I'm going to guess and say right about the 10-yard line, he just one-timed it, and Barrett had no chance. They knock it deep. Mackey's back there to take it away. And he gets it upfield to Thongstafong. They knock it deep, and it gets deflected away. He was trying to send De Oliveira, and they were a step away from making that play complete. Malden Catholic took it away. And now it bounced up and got Malden Catholic on the hand. So St. Mary's going to get a free kick. De Oliveira will take it. Tough angle. Out in front, Malden Catholic clears it away. De Oliveira knocks it back the other way. Trying to set it up. Takes the shot, hit the top crossbar. That was Thongstafong. It was bouncing. He lined it up, turned, drilled the shot. Barrett had no chance. It hit the middle of the top crossbar and bounced out. Malden Catholic got a big break there. Thongstafong gets around, throws it to the net, and throws it high over the net and out of play. Another good effort by Joseph Thongstafong. Long lead pass, and now they knock it back. O'Brien knocks it away, and he knocks it away again. Well, the Catholic keeping it in. From long range, they got a lot of foot into that one. They drilled that high and wide and far and out of play, way over everything. Picked off and knocked deep. Jaws with it. That was a very nice play by Freya. Picked it off and made the nice pass, and then Jaws got broken up. O'Brien with the throw in. And Freya was wearing gloves too. Mackey comes back and breaks it up. Gives it to Nolan Perez. Thongstafong had it knocked away. And it goes out. They're going to call it off De Oliveira. And Eduardo Toranzo is going to step further. He's wearing gloves and a stocking cap. Malden Catholic keeps it in nicely. Gets around. Can't get a shot off. You break it up again. It goes all the way back to Toranzo. De Oliveira with it. Knocks it deep. George with a rush. He had to get rid of the shot quick because they were catching up to him. And he just sliced it way wide right and out of play. So just 35 seconds shy of the halfway mark of this first half. St. Mary's leading Malden Catholic 1-0. The kick is away, and you worry about that because everybody goes up to get their head on the ball. They had a problem with the microphone. They just now announced the goal scorer. Long lead pass, walking in, broken up nicely. What a nice play by Mackey. Looked like they were walking in alone. Somehow he got back and broke up the play. Outstanding play. You don't hear about him all that much because he doesn't score goals. He doesn't move up. You hear about the Oliveiras and the Yens and the Perezes, even the Nicolos scoring goals. And now I think Malden County's going to get called for putting a bear hug on Nolan Perez. And St. Mary's going to get a free kick, I believe. And they're talking to the Malden Catholic player. This is not the WWE. This is soccer. De Oliveira. It deflects out in front. They get a head on it. Somebody else got a head on it. George trying to knock it down. And Barrett finally comes down and falls on the loose ball. Did the ball go in? I think they gave George the goal. They did. I thought Barrett fell on it, recovered the fumble. There was a clog of players out in front. George is going to get his second. It popped up, it bounced back toward the net. George was going to get it, but I thought it got blocked again. I thought Barrett fell on it, but he didn't. And St. Mary's got some breathing room, leading 2-0. That's 4 or 5 heads getting the ball back to the 30-yard line. Malden Catholic to the near side. Can't get a shot off. They couldn't get around Kevin Perez. De Oliveira knocks it deep. Kevin Perez is out in front. Nice little stop shot. Try to center it. Blocked. Tip toward the net. The Lancers have to knock it out of play. So George has got 2. First one was just a rocket. That one was just, he kind of got in the way, got a piece, and just kind of nudged it in that little scrum out in front of the net. When they tried to clear it away, they actually popped up and it deflected back toward the net. And I think it went off his body more than him knocking it in. De Oliveira gets around, throws it clear across field. Rocket shot. The save made by Barrett. Barrett will come out and get it. He just throws it upfield. Longstafong took it away. Oh, Kelly got a nice little bump to knock St. Mary's off the ball. They knock it deep. LeBron is there to knock it away. Mackey knocks it down and knocks it away. Headed upfield. De Oliveira tipped it by Longstafong. Gets around the defender. And the defender got a piece of Longstafong. Longstafong lost the ball out of bounds. Rolled past the end line. Barrett will kick it away. George got broken up. Hustling back is De Oliveira, and they're going to call Ryan Driscoll. He lost the ball momentarily, then he pushed De Oliveira away to get it. De Oliveira knocks it deep. Longstafong is there to collect. Throws it in front. They blasted the shot, and it deflected off one of the defenders back toward the net. Luckily for Malden Catholic, it didn't go to the net. It went wide, went out of play, and St. Mary's will get a corner kick. Barrett boots it away. LeBron got a piece of it. Yeah, nice little shift to get by. And St. Mary's knocked it loose, but Malden Catholic gets it back. And it gets knocked out by Longstafong. Mackey knocked it away. Malden Catholic kept it in. It skipped right past, and they looked to take the shot. LeBron blocked it, and he hustles and keeps it in. Great play by LeBron. No, he blocked the shot, but he kept it from going out of bounds. They tip it high in the air, looking for George. Tips it to the far side. Malden Catholic knocked it out. St. Mary's coming out, and Malden Catholic is going to get called for taking St. Mary's down. Kick will come from the 25-yard line. From the 25, they punch it in, they knock it clear, they knocked it right into the goaltender. Out in front, they blasted it, and the only place they could not score, they hit it right into the goaltender. That was De Oliveira. The kick went through, he had it in front, and now the kick goes wide right off the foot of George. But De Oliveira was there. He just turned and ripped the shot, thinking, there's my goal. And he hit it right into the goaltender. Barrett had no chance, had no choice but to make the save, because it was right into him. Freer was battling there and had it taken away. Tried to lead the pass, hoping somebody would come in from the far side and try to bang it home. LeBron got a head on it. Mackey knocked it down. Bounces to the near side. Pops straight up in the air. Everybody missed the header. And the Lancers knocked it out. 10 minutes and counting left in this first half. 2-0 St. Mary's. Both goals by Ola George. St. Mary's keeps the pressure on. With it. Slipping it. Walking in Perez. He got too much foot. Great pass. Good vision. Looking up and seeing the entire field. Longstaffong. Threw it right dead center. Saw Perez coming. Threw it right in the middle. Perez one-timed it. I'm saying Longstaffong, it could have been Kevin Perez as well. So I think it was Kevin Perez to Nolan Perez. Just great vision looking up. Dropped a perfect pass, dead center. And Nolan Perez coming in, ripped it, and got too much foot, knocked it over everything. And it was Longstaffong who made that pass. Shot goes way wide. Well, the Catholic hasn't come close to testing Pappas yet. And we got 7 minutes left in this first half. Anything they have has come from long range and going wide left, wide right, over the net. Pappas hasn't had to make a save. Taken away by Kevin Perez. Tipped it right by the defense, walks in. What a great play and what a great save. Kevin Perez made a great play. Pushed it right by the defender, walked right by him, walked in, ripped it, and Barrett robbed him. Two great plays. St. Mary's will make a substitution. Out in front, it bounced behind Frere. He couldn't get a piece of it. He was in a good spot. De Oliveira made a great throw-in. Thong beat the defense, threw it across, and was just a little bit behind Frere, who was in perfect position. If the ball was out in front, he could have tapped it home. George combined with LeBron to break it up. Try to knock it deep. Well, the Catholic broke it up, but they broke it up with their hand. So St. Mary's is going to get a free kick. St. Mary's is on the verge of making mass substitutions. Down the far side. Well, the Catholic took it away. And now they knock it out of play. And now Coach D'Agostino was calling his subs back, saying, never mind. Headed away. I'm not sure what that whistle was for. That can't be halftime. There's still 4:21 showing on the clock. We got another timeout. That must be it. 4:21 showing on the clock. 2-0 St. Mary's. And we've got another timeout. 4:21 showing on the clock. And St. Mary's got a free kick from the 20-yard line. They run, they fake. And then they take it, and they hit it off the top crossbar. It actually hit the crossbar right on top and bounced over the net. That's how close they were to put it in. George almost got a hat trick. Just 6 or 8 inches lower and to the right, and it would have been in. Right off the very top of the crossbar and bounced over. They knocked it deep. Longstaffong tried to throw it in front, and he had Frere break him wide open if he could get it across. And the defense blocked it and knocked it out. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. And now they make those mass substitutions. Loose, shot, went wide. Mackey came flying in. It wasn't Mackey, it was O'Brien. O'Brien came flying in and drilled it and just pulled it wide left. Down that far side, blocked. It went out off St. Mary's. And I guess they call St. Mary's offside, I guess, because Malden Catholic's getting a free kick. We're in the final 2 minutes and counting. 2-0 St. Mary's on 2 goals by Aldo George. They knock it deep, looking for Thongs to Fong. Malden Catholic gets there first and knocks it out. I think it was Joe Casali. O'Brien will take the throw in. By everybody, Malden Catholic will let it go out of play. So George got a perfect pass from Thongs to Fong. Thongs to Fong made a great move around a couple of defenders, the near side. Just fired a pass dead center. Flying in was George. He just one-timed it and ripped it by the goaltender. And it was 1-0. And then there was a pop-up. There was a maze of players out in front. Nobody could get control of it. When they finally popped up back toward the net. And George was back there. And somehow he nudged it in. It looked like it might have gone off his body. Initially, I thought Barrett fell on it, recovered the fumble. He was going to kick it away. And then I realized it was in the net, and it went off George, off his body, and didn't slam it home. It wasn't one of those that made the net bulge. The net didn't even move. I don't know if it made it to the back of the net. It just kind of rolled in off George, made it 2-0, and that's where we are with time winding down here in the first half. They blow the whistle, and that's going to do it. So Malden Catholic did not come close in the first half. They had no real good chances, and St. Mary's had a couple. They knocked a couple over the net, wide of the net, but George was able to put 2 in the net. And at halftime, that's where we are. St. Mary's 2, Malden Catholic nothing. We're getting ready to start the second half. St. Mary's leading at 2-0 on 2 goals by Ola George. We mentioned before St. Mary's, 14 in a row without a loss. 12 wins and 2 ties. They lost the first game of the season in the Lynn City tournament. They went undefeated through the Catholic Central League and won that for the second year in a row. Going undefeated for the second year in a row, because last year they went undefeated all the way through until the tournament. When they lost, I think they lost in the North Final last year. So Malden Catholic will get it started. The official making sure everybody's ready. And they say, here we go. Everybody spreads out. That's a little different way of starting. Malden Catholic taking it up. They really didn't have any opportunities at all. They did not test Pappas a couple of times. If you could call it a save, it was Malden Catholic's not happy. They're going to give St. Mary's a corner kick. If you can call it a save, they were from long range when he came out and fielded it way out of the net. There was nothing really loose, gets knocked away. St. Mary's, they got a lot of foot into that one. They drilled that one almost out of the park. That was LeBrun. Solid left foot. That one almost went over to Frazier Field. LeBrun got ahead, then a foot. Longstefan got ahead. Malden Catholic knocks it out of play. They have to go chase that one because the ball boy was still chasing the one that LeBrun hit out of sight. Niccolo had it taken away. Perez knocks it deep. Hustling keeps it in. And then knocked out by Malden Catholic. The ball boy had to go outside the track, outside the park, the little walkway that leads from this side stands to the other side stands. That's how far LeBrun kicked the ball away. Coming from the near side, the corner kick. He tipped it out. Longstefan tried to walk in, beat one, but couldn't beat two. Perez is going to get called for contact. He got a piece of Nathan Fry. And now LeBrun knocks it out of play. They've been completing a lot of passes, but they haven't completed to get a good clean shot off. Now they're going to get a good scoring opportunity with the free kick. They got knocked down at about the 20-yard line. Inside the 20 at the 18. And pointing to the picket fence that St. Mary's put up. And it winds up with, they moved the ball back to the 20. St. Mary's was at the 10. They wanted them to move the picket fence to the 8. And he wound up moving the ball from the kick to the 20. They get it up. They knocked it wide, right, and out of play. They didn't get it to the net. St. Mary's with a rush. They throw it right to the net. Barrett makes the nice save and gets rid of it quickly. A lot of blue shirts around the net. And a nice pick by Longstefan. Just took it away. And they just shoved and knocked the player down. He just knocked Nathan Fry down. We got another free kick coming from Malden Catholic. And again, line, shot, high, wide, over everything, not even close to the net. LeBron won't kick it away. He's knocked it down, lost it, got it back, knocked it to the near side. LeBron's pass got blocked, but it got blocked right to Kevin Nguyen. He gets taken down. De Oliveira quickly knocks it down deep. George is there to collect. Shot, big time save again by Barrett. That was Conley with a rip. Nice pass by George and a big time save by Barrett. He's been very good in net. He's made a couple of big time saves. St. Mary's could have 4 or 5 by now. Now the official's taking time to talk to somebody. 2 players. Fong Stefan. That might be Nathan Fry, the young man he knocked down before. Tipped up. St. Mary's got a foot on it, but couldn't get a real good shot. I think that was Kevin Perez, I think. Just kind of tipped it toward the net. Actually, was Nicolo. Now Nicolo is called offside. LeBron got a head on it, but couldn't knock it too far. Now it gets knocked further upfield. Kevin Perez with it. In the middle, Thong Stefan. Broken up. They took it away. They knock it too far. Trying to get that lead pass and pushed it too far. Stefan got knocked down on that play. It comes to the near side. And St. Mary's couldn't keep it in. Kevin Perez trying to make a little shift. He made the nice shift, but then it got taken out. And now Nicolo knocked it out. LeBron got a head on it. Molly Catholic keeps it in. Knocked away. Molly Catholic pops it up. Headed away again. St. Mary's knocks it deep. And it's a foot race. And Molly Catholic knocks it high and in the air and deep downfield out of play. St. Mary's will get the throw in. George got a piece of it, kept it alive. Now they knock it out. Malden Catholic will get there first. They knock it deep. Mackey is there to knock it away. And it goes out. Off Malden Catholic. A quick throw, and Nicolo with a break. trying to slip it across to George. It was behind George, and coming in late was Oliveira, and he got his momentum carried him. He got all kinds of foot into it and drilled it high and wide and over everything and out of play. The ball boy is getting a workout chasing these balls that St. Mary's are hitting all over Manning Field. Knocking it deep. Nicolo's offside. George with a nice pass, good idea. Completed it. St. Mary's didn't think he was offside. Headed away. Knocked deep. And it went off the back, I think, of one of the St. Mary's players. There were three right there. Malden Catholic picked it, gets it upfield. LeBrun is there to knock it away. Malden Catholic keeps it alive. St. Mary's takes it away. Knocked deep. George heads it away. Malden Catholic knocks it away. They'll save it before it goes out and knock it deep. And they knock it a little bit deeper. Blocked nicely. What a nice defensive play by Mackey again. De Oliveira looking for it. Malden Catholic gets there first and knocks it away. Broken up. Nicolo. They knock it deep. And it was Nolan Perez actually that broke that play up. And then Thongstafong tried to hit Perez with the lead pass. And they called Perez offside. They knock it deep. George trying to walk in. And he's got his hat trick. I think that was Conley on the far side who drilled it deep. George knocked it down. It was a little bit behind him. He reached back, collected, walked in, and just drilled it by. So, broken up by Mackey again. He's been immense back there. You really got to work hard to get it by him. And here he is all the way back, carrying, and he lost it into the St. Mary's bench area. He's a terrific player. Conley threw that long pass. George handled it nicely, walked in, and just blasted it by. Barrett had no chance. They knock it deep again. Walking right in, and just a little shave, and they knock it in. A little extra shake and bake. I think it was Thongstafong who went by, walked in, rolled it across. De Oliveira had the goaltender all to himself. He chose to make a little deke out in front. That's Thongstafong's second assist. Did a nice job getting around the defense, walking right in, even with the far post, just slid across to De Oliveira. All he had to do was just tip it home, but he waited for the goaltender and drew it around him and just touched it into the net. And Barrett was not very happy. St. Mary's is double their fun. They get 2 in the first, now they get 2 here in the second. Pass is blocked. Malden Catholic takes it away, and then they bang it out off St. Mary's. Nolan Perez throws it deep. We get a break. Throw it across. Thongstafong got a piece of it. Barrett got a piece of the ball. And then Thongstafong got a piece of the ball again, but it went wide off his foot. Boy, they're all over the net now. They're getting all kinds of chances, all kinds of breaks. Here they come again. Getting by, walking in, taking the shot, tipped, and it went in. Off the goaltender, Mackey made a great rush. It got tipped off Barrett. And De Oliveira was there to knock it home. And St. Mary's leads it now 5-0. And it's just been everybody. It's just been St. Mary's coming down, taking it away, coming in, walking in, getting easy shots. Thongstafong gets leveled at the 10-yard line. Mackey tipped it away. Well, the Catholic maybe a little too much shake and bake. One player trying to beat 3. For the last couple of minutes, it's been St. Mary's coming down with virtually nobody in front of the net. The passing has been terrific. They've been walking in and just walking right to the net and very easily knocking it home. Malden Catholic knocked it out. Trying to throw it in front. Blocked. St. Mary's trying to keep it alive. They try to drop it back to Thongstafong, and it got knocked out by Hayden Bond. And we're going to change goaltenders. I believe this is Matt Gallego. Oh no, excuse me. We're changing goaltenders from Malden Catholic. I think this is Costa Sereno. Barrett. If not for Barrett, this could be 8, 9, or 10-0. He's made some terrific saves, or he made some terrific saves. He's now on the bench. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. The second half obviously has belonged to St. Mary's. They've scored 3 goals, but they've had other opportunities that they've just missed. Now they pop it up, and Sereno quickly in the game catches it on the fly and throws it upfield. And they knock it very deep, looking for a break. And there's Mackey hustling and knocking it away. St. Mary's called for the contact. Malden Catholic heads it to the far corner. They get around. Can't get the pass out in front though. They pop it up, nobody there but a blue shirt. And St. Mary's kicks it away. Nolan Perez knocked it away. Now it gets knocked back. Malden Catholic picks it off. Pop to the middle. Trying to get a shot through. Mackey just gets it on his foot, stops it, knocks it upfield. St. Mary's knocking it deep. And it's a foot race. While the Catholic gets there first and knocks it away. Kevin Perez was trying to get there and get it. St. Mary's will make some substitutions. Everybody getting a piece of it. Niccolo gets it in the middle. Freer with the nice pass out front. Malden Catholic just got a piece, and they knock it out of play. Pop straight up. Kevin Perez and Freer were both going to go get it. They both stepped back and let it bounce. Malden Catholic knocks it deep. Knocked away again by Mackey. They knock it very deep. Malden Catholic will get there and keep it in. St. Mary's takes it away. They bag it off Malden Catholic. And we'll have another substitution. They knock it deep. Corner Hamill trying to get there. Malden Catholic gets there first. And he just kept it in a couple of times. Almost looked like it went out, and now Malden Catholic knocks it out. Headed away by Malden Catholic. They knock it deep. LeBron hustles back. Overran that one. St. Mary's takes it away. They knock it deep. It's a foot race. Sereno comes all the way out and knocks it right to Coach D'Agostino at the St. Mary's bench. "15 minutes and counting left in this one. This one has been over for a while. St. Mary's putting 5 on the board. Breaking open a 2-0 halftime lead, getting 3 here in the second half. Ola George getting a hat trick. And D'Oliveira getting the other 2. Longstafong picking up a couple of assists. Matt Conley picking up a big assist. Mackey getting an assist. All the way back to LeBron. Trying to hit Hamill. It got blocked. Kevin Perez got it. Trying to throw it in front. It got blocked. Loose ball. Nobody can get a foot on it. Finally, they get a touch. And they knock it to the net. I think that was Freya got a foot on it. And Serena was able to make the save. It's been all St. Mary's. Malden Catholic has not come close. Blocked and broken up. Mackey gets there and breaks it up and knocks it off Malden Catholic out of play. You just don't get by him. Off a couple of heads back in the Malden Catholic end, and they're going to let it go out of play. Then they had to play it. Hammer was closing in, almost kept it in play for St. Mary's. But he couldn't get away from Kevin Perez, no matter how many moves they made. Trying to get a shot off. Pappas finally has to make a save. Had a good hard shot. William Driscoll drilled that one. Pappas went up, leaped as high as he could, got a hand on it, knocked it over the crossbar. That's the first legitimate chance that Malden Catholic has had. Well, the Catholic couldn't keep it in. They knocked it out. Tipped away by St. Mary's. Again, just missed getting a piece. Trying to walk in, just got broken up. But who else? Mackey. Walked through 3 or 4 people. The last one, last line of defense, Mackey just knocked it away. There's Mackey again, breaking it away, carrying it away. Only Catholic keeping it in the St. Mary's zone. 10 minutes and counting left in this one. Ola George with a hat trick. Diego de Oliveira with 2. Thong Stefan with a couple of assists. I think the Malden Catholic players are just trying to stay warm. On the bench, they're standing up rather than sitting down. Trying to do everything they can to stay warm. It is cold. Substitution for Malden Catholic. Two in a row at home. They play Cardinal Spellman 7-0. Now they got Malden Catholic 5-0. They were going to throw it in. Now they're going to give St. Mary's a free kick. And they knock it deep. Fran knocks it down. Sends it ahead. Just broken up. Nice defense by Malden Catholic. Frere was trying to send Hamill in. Knocked out. Ryan Fair will take the throw in, but first we're going to have substitutions. So we got 7 minutes and counting. Left, St. Mary's is going to go 15 straight without a loss. It'll be 13-0-2 in their last 15 games. Corner kick from the near side. Malden Catholic knocks it out again. So we'll do it again. Kevin Perez taking the kick. Caught in the air. Perez put it right where he wanted it, right dead center of the net. Sereno picked it off. They kick it through. Pappas comes out before Malden Catholic can get to it. James Corners was the guy that was trying to get to the ball before Pappas. Nolan Perez knocks it deep. Malden Catholic knocks it up in the seats. Fong's to Fong. With a couple of moves, Malden Catholic takes it away. Nolan Perez just kept it in. And it goes out. Substitution for St. Mary's. Toronzo with his stocking cap will go out. Quite a few players wearing gloves. Toronzo added a stocking cap. George fakes the kick, gets it to Thongs to Fong. He kicks it deep. And they knock it deep again. I think that was Mackey. They moved Mackey up front, moved George back to that center field spot. O'Brien and Mackey and LeBrun on that back line for St. Mary's has been outstanding. They haven't let, in all the games this year, they haven't let too many people get too close to Mr. Pappas in net. They were a very big part of this big run by St. Mary's. And you don't often hear about them because, like I said, they don't score goals. They just sit back there and keep the other team from scoring. Popped up. Nguyen got a foot on it and was able to just get a little pop, half bouncing ball to the net. Sereno was able to make the save. Taken away by Perez. Nice little shift, another nice little shift. Passes it deep, trying to walk in. He gets the shot and scores. Great job by Nolan Perez. And that's Mackey. Great job by Nolan Perez. By a couple through the nice pass, and Mackey just drilled it into the far corner. Very pretty play by Nolan Perez and a nice finish by Connor Mackey. So a big second half, 4 goals in the second half by the Spartans. And the Lancers have had 1 good shot on net. Now they're trying to make it 2. Hustling up is George to knock it away. They were walking in from that far side, looking to get a good hard shot on net. And George hustled from his center field spot, came all the way back and knocked the ball away. Time winding down in this one. carried away with a rush. Walking around, walking in, flipping it across, and they gave Nguyen the goal. What a terrific rush downfield, all the way to the end. They flipped it across, and there was Nguyen to knock it home. Are they not going to give him the goal? They didn't give it to him, and I don't know why. Tremendous rush downfield, drew the defense, made a great pass across, and Nguyen was there to knock it home. And if they called it offside, they called it very late. Perez fakes again. They blow the whistle, and that's going to be it. That's a shame. They took that goal. A great rush by Thong Stefong. Tremendous pass over to Nguyen. He knocked it home, and they didn't give it to him. But St. Mary's will win it 6-0. Make it 15 in a row without a loss. Their 13th win. They're 13-1-2 now. Ola George got 3. Diego de Oliveira got 2. Mackey got a goal. Thong Stefong got 2 assists. He should have had 3 on the last goal. Mackey got a big goal off a tremendous play by Nolan Perez. Conley had an assist. Mackey also had an assist to go along with his goal. So a great team effort. Pappas gets yet another shutout. They make it 2 in a row here at Manning Field, and they make it 15 in a row without a loss. 13-1-2 St. Mary's. Malden Catholic will drop to 4-11 as St. Mary's wins it. St. Mary's 6, Malden Catholic nothing. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.